What up, Scoops? Dre here.
Alex here.
And today we are reacting to the new Deadpool trailer.
Yes.
Featuring Cable.
Very excited.
Very excited. With the last one we did was the Bob Ross one.
Yeah, so we're actually going to get to see some stuff in this trailer.
We hope we see some action, some actual clips from the movie. Fingers crossed.
Yep. I'm really excited.
Yeah, before we get started, while you're here, as always, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, share with a friend, and tap that bell for alerts of new episodes.
We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, so please make sure you subscribe if you like us and share it with your friends.
Please do. All right, here we go. Deadpool featuring Cable.
Okay, let's go.
I was born into war, bred into it. People think they understand pain, but they have no concept of it. What's the most pain you've ever felt? Maybe the kind that leaves you more machine than man.
Wait, no, stop! What in the actual ass? Dale, why are the visual effects not done? It's like we're trying to remove a mustache. Ah, fuck it. I'll do it myself.
Oh my god.
I'm Cable, and I'm from the future. I'm blowing shit up.
Pew 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 pew. Reach for the sky!
Oh no.
Toy Story.
My
You know, you're
God.
a lot taller in the.
Shut up, you little asshole. Take this.
Oh! Regeneration powers activate! Zip it, Cable.
I got the stones to help you.
No biting. They're done already? Oh, wow, that was unrealistically fast. Okay, hit it.
Your time's up, you dumb fuck.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Okay, so
That was everything I wanted and more.
yeah, we got a combination of actually seeing stuff that's going to be in the movie itself, and obviously as Deadpool is known for doing with their marketing campaigns, a whole lot of tongue-in-cheek, breaking the fourth wall action.
Yeah.
Okay, let's...
Starting with Cable with the eye just opening.
Yes! All right, we're going to scrub through this real quick. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So we start off with, yeah, like you said, Cable in the eye, which, as you know from the comic books, that Cable is part cybernetic. He comes from the X-Men's future, where it's like post-apocalyptic. Actually, the supervillain Apocalypse, which we won't talk about X-Men Apocalypse, the actual film, but in the comics, Apocalypse is this cybernetic, almost immortal villain who actually gets alien tech grafted to his body. Cable gets infected by it, so he's actually has to use his mental power. I'm going real deep cut. I don't know if you need to know all this. Basically, Cable has cybernetic components, and he uses his mutant powers to keep it under bay.
I'm glad I didn't have to get you going for that one.
No.
I was giving you the look, but it's like, all right, we got the history lesson.
I could sense her saying, wrap it up. Okay. We get, much like X-Men Days of Future Past, the last one where the first class X-Men teamed up with the OG Bryan Singer X-Men. We get, this looks very similar to this shot where Cable's standing in front of like this post-apocalyptic Earth. Looks like he's standing over everything.
I love the colors in this.
I love the color. Again, it has that very sort of purple, gray, blue color scheme that we saw in Days of Future Past. We get him doing his badass from behind boot, awesome hero walk. And I don't know the significance of the teddy bear.
I was wondering that too.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that means. In the comics, he's also the protector of a future mutant messiah named Hope Summer. She starts off as a baby, then as a little girl, teenager, then she grows up to full adulthood. So I don't know, maybe
it has
this
something to do with her.
Exactly. Maybe this is like a little Easter egg for a future coming Hope Summers. I don't know, just all speculation right now. him gearing up, doing more of his. And this right here, I don't know for sure, but it looks
like time travel.
It looks like time travel. Now, obviously, he will time travel in this movie, but is this how it happens? It looks very Demolition Man-y to me, where they drop him in that liquid pool. It looks like that's where maybe this is sort of the way they do time travel in the Deadpool universe. We'll find out. Josh Brolin walking out doing his full Clint Eastwood, but this is where the fourth wall breaking comes.
It's like all serious and dark, like he's like giving the evil speech, and then Deadpool's just like, all right, well.
And he has the CG sock on his arm so that they can add in the cybernetic arm in post. And Deadpool actually says, "Why is the CG not finished yet?"
And then we have this amazing ode to Toy Story.
Yes, yes.
Where Deadpool's playing with the action figures, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Cable, I'm so bad."
And Cable is Buzz, and Deadpool is Woody, which is awesome because it's meta on top of meta, because Cable plays Thanos in the Marvel Disney movie. This is a Fox Marvel movie, so it's almost like Deadpool is acknowledging a Disney movie while that's owned by. But it's a Marvel property.
There's so many layers to this that my brain is just kind of like.
But that's why, there's going to be a big purple California raisin Thanos reference eventually in the movie. Like, Deadpool is going to make a reference to the fact that, hey, are you playing two characters in two different franchises? And, a lot of fanboys out there, you'll understand this, because a lot of fanboys are also action figure collectors. I love that they just shot a scene where...
I wonder what kind of fanboys are action figure collectors.
I mean, I don't know the type, but I'm sure they exist. So I love the fact that they have Deadpool full on playing with toys in this trailer. And so now it's this shot from before, except instead of the green sock, Josh Brolin, Cable, has his full on mechanical arm, which looks awesome. I like the arm for the Winter Soldier. But that one, on Bucky, which makes sense. It looks a little bit sleeker and sexier because, Sebastian Stan, they want the girls to swoon.
Rigid.
This is rigid and has pipes in it and, looks a little bit more militaristic.
Like he's been through some pain.
Exactly, which is the character of Cable. This guy, Josh Brolin was a great cast for Cable because the character of Cable is supposed to be almost like a futuristic Clint Eastwood type. And this man's face just screams City Miles, as Will Smith says in Man in Black 3.
Hey, man, how old are you?
29.
Oof. You got some city miles on you.
And then, yes, the scene.
I don't know where you're going with this.
But just I love awesome scenes. Reminds me of Blade 2, where Wesley Snipes is being surrounded by the evil vampire SWAT team, and he just one by one whoops ass.
Yeah.
This scene.
The SWAT comes in they're actually gonna do something about it. We're here with our what are these things called? Shields. Brain fart.
Riot shields, if you want to be specific.
They're here with their riot shields, and Cable just takes them out.
He does. He hits them with first of all, his metal arm has the sonic shield on it, and then he just proceeds to whoop their ass hand-to-hand combat style. Then he finishes up with just looks like he caps a couple fools in the head, John Wick style. And then we get back into some more of the action from the movie. We go into Deadpool.
I like for this part of the trailer, they just showed it was scene, all the action scenes back to back.
Yes.
So it was very exciting, it was very fast paced, but still we don't really know what the plot is gonna be. And Negasonic Teenage Warhead is returning.
Yes.
I freaking love her. She's so badass, and I love her bad attitude. It's just so teen angst. Just reminds me of some of my former years.
Former, as of earlier this afternoon.
I'm an adult now.
But with still all the attitude.
Yes. I just want to live vicariously through her.
We get a little bit more of Wade Wilson fighting costume off.
And every time they take the costume off, I'm still oh. Because
you're not used to it yet?
kind of have a crush on Deadpool when he has the costume on.
Yeah.
You
kind of want to hang out with them as bros. Well, I guess for you, you have a crush.
For me, it's you're Deadpool is sexy. And then he takes the mask off and you're he's still sexy, but
there it is. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely want to grab a beer with Deadpool, but you're right. When you take that costume off, it's oof, God.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll skip happy hour.
Brutal.
Yeah. Now this looks like some sort of I don't know how to describe it, but it looks like some sort of transport truck. This movie is sort of continuing a lot of the themes of the first Deadpool, well, pretty much all the X-Men movies where they do a lot of mutant experimentation. I wonder if this is like some sort of government truck that we saw in all of the Bryan Singer films, or even on The Gifted, if you're watching on Fox. The government agency does a lot of experimenting on mutants. This looks like maybe they're rounding them up to do experiments on them.
That's a great theory.
Yeah, and I wonder if Deadpool, maybe the reason why he teams up with a group of mercenaries like Domino and Negasonic. I don't know his name yet, but we see him later in the trailer, like the hefty kid who like goes up the double middle fingers. Yeah, he's a mutant too. I wonder if he teams up with these guys because he gets sucked into almost a mission more altruistic than just money and sex, and he's like, oh, well, maybe I should help out some other people.
There's probably still money involved.
There's probably still money involved, or at least the possibility of sex. Because as we see, Vanessa's back from the first one, and Miranda Baccarin from Firefly. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay.
We also got to see Domino.
Domino.
For like a quick second.
We do. It's quick, but it's a flash of...
I'm really excited for her character.
Domino, Zazie Beetz, cool real name. I'm excited to see what they do with her. And, of course, how can we forget Dopinder? Deadpool's private taxi / limo driver.
Oh, my gosh. When we got to the scene, I lost it. His face, you're just like, oh...
Poor Dopinder.
I know, he just gets wrapped in.
And never gets paid. Deadpool always says, I'll get you next time, and never actually does. Blind Al.
Yes. The scene with Blind Al where they put up the guns and hers is like over here.
And it's the Pointer Street. See, again, it's these yellow costumes. I'm thinking these yellow suits might be what the mutants, it's almost like a prison unit.
Right.
Like that truck again. I wonder if when they take them to this facility, this is like almost like what they have to put on. Again, all speculation. We'll find out eventually. A couple more badass shots of Cable doing his Clint Eastwood thing. Deadpool doing his Jim Carrey thing.
Like, why is that position necessary?
Exactly.
What is he doing?
Why not just squat down? That's got to be way easier. And we end with Cable saying something pithy or witty or ultra cool badass to Deadpool. And he just turns to the camera and says, well, that's some lazy writing. So, ultimately, you've got our money, Fox / Marvel. I'm in the bag for this.
Yeah, I'm like I said, this looks amazing. The trailer was great, and I know we're getting a lot more action with this Deadpool 2.
Yes.
So.
And because the first one was sort of a risk for the studio, they cut their budget a lot. After the success of the first one, they gave them more money. Not too much, because Ryan Reynolds even said they don't want to turn this into a $200 million special effects epic. They want to keep it grounded in stunts and practical effects as much as possible. But at the same time, like you said, I think we're going to get a lot of cool stunts, a lot of good action. And I think we're going to ramp up the violence from the first one because it's really the only rated R superhero property going right now.
Yeah, and that's also like why it's so funny, because they can make all those jokes, the inappropriate humor, which I love.
Drop those F-bombs.
Yes.
Yeah, talk about dildos, like the whole nine.
Can just hit someone with your dick. What? The action figure dick.
And as we've learned from Keller in the past, she wants to see the penis.
I just don't understand why they can't show more peen in movies. They show women's bodies all the time, but
all
no
the time.
No peen.
I'm not going to argue that.
Okay.
Well, thanks for checking out our trailer reaction for Deadpool trailer featuring Cable. Again, like, subscribe, hey, hit that bell for alerts.
And as always, leave us your comments. We love to hear from you. You know, we always try to comment back, and especially if there is a trailer you want us to do, let us know.
Absolutely. All right, guys, until next time, I've been Andre.
And I'm Alex.
Stay groovy, Scoobies.